Snookers Providence Rhode Island Joss Tour. Jayson Shaw versus Mike DeShane. No, not yet. Nelson Oliveira. Jayson Shaw, Nelson Oliveira. The winner of this plays Mike DeShane in the finals. For some reason, Jason's trying to hand me a coin.
How you doing?
Good. Little discussion. If they're going to play rack you round. You can play rack you round. Both players agree on it. Some players like to play rack you round, but the 9 doesn't count in the bottom 2 pockets. But I think the Joss Tour rules, if you do play rack you round, the 9 counts anywhere. So I hope that doesn't create any kind of problems here. Both of these guys are going to try to freeze the ball anyways. If they leave those back balls loose where the 9 goes, it kind of stops the corner ball. Nelson just played a really solid match. All the matches are kind of blending in my head, but I think he only made one careless error. I don't expect too many mistakes. Hold on 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm on the stream. What's up, buddy? Mark. Getting phone calls, text messages, Facebook. All right. 0-0. Nelson Oliveira. Jayson Shaw. Corner ball hits high. One ball going down to the end rail. Didn't make a different ball. That's a thin cut shot on the 1. Position on the 2. The 2 goes into the. Let's see. It goes rail first. And 2 goes off the end rail into the 7. This will be a nice shot in the 1 ball. Coming right at the 2-9. Needs a little help, doesn't get it. Two toughest racks to win in any match. First game and last game. Gonna try to kick the 2 in. Doesn't have much of a choice. Very accurate. Nice kick shot. Dead straight on this end rail with this 3 ball here. Look at this shot. He might just throw it straight back and have to shoot this long 4 ball. I don't see him trying to cheat this pocket too much. Wow, Nelson. He went a hair. A lot of spin. Cheated the pocket, just a hair. He went rail first on that shot. It was fantastic. You hit the ball full, sir. He's got a couple of choices. He could try to get straight in on the 2nd ball, which is neat. Or he can get a nice 45-degree angle and go back and forth. Get a nice extension, like every vertically challenged player should have. Oh boy. Oh boy. You're not going to like this one, baby. Did try to punch it straight across to get straight, which was kind of a surprise. Always have to pay extra attention when you're stretching. I think he's going to end up going with a 2-rail kick. 2 rails short. Even though you can get safe with that. I don't like going this way. He's looking at going 1 rail across. Or 2 rails. It's not that bad, actually. He could hit the bottom side of the 7, but the ball back behind the 9 with no spin. You don't want to. This could end up being a really great shot. Oh, that's so soft. He's just trying to hit the bottom and get them both on the rail. Probably the right way to shoot the shot. I like to use some kind of system to get me in the neighborhood there. And then let the field take over. Behind the back. Get straight in the 8. It's going to throw it straight back. A little tougher than we would have liked, or he would have liked. Not a problem now. 1-0. Jayson Shaw over Nelson Oliveira. From the Joss Tour, live at Snookers. It's today, June 1st. Give you a little tour of Snookers. Providence, Rhode Island. Put it on your list. Beautiful full bar. Over 40 TVs. Good area for private parties. Way back there. It's one big pool room, but it's separated. So we have a nice tournament room. And then we have this other front room. Tight table out there. Back here is the tournament room. Gold grounds. Home to the New England Hall of Fame. Just come down to Snookers. You will have a great time. Food is absolutely fantastic. Indians have done more to promote pool in New England than anybody else for the last 20 years. Steve and Regina's philosophy. Promote the sport, promote their business at the same time. It works out perfectly. Jayson Shaw cracks that head on, makes the 3-ball, corner ball fly right in. Notice where the 9-ball is still sitting. That's the sign of a very good rack when the 9-ball stays there. When it starts moving about, it tells you there's some spaces in there that probably shouldn't be there. Just got a tough shot on the side. I don't know if he was looking at the bank shot. Looks like the one on the side missed the 6 with the cue ball perfectly. Getting on this 4-ball, probably the key shot to the rack. As the 4-ball goes by the 9. Looks very tight. Golden catcher. Unfortunately, I have to eat, but we won't be leaving this match anytime soon. Try to eat between matches, but they burnt my burger. They actually took a break. Jayson looking to take a 2-0 lead. That was a fantastic break shot that he hit. Kills the cue ball nicely. He's going to go ahead 2-0. Some really good events coming up at Snookers. This is a 9-ball championships getting revived. They're going to combine it, 2 events in one. ABC 2000 out on Saturday. opening pro event, 3,000 added starting Sunday and then Monday. I'm really happy they're trying to revive that. 2-0. Jayson Shaw. Last time 3-ball fired right in. He makes it again. 1 ball straight back. And then 3 balls in the break. And that was unbelievable power, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I felt that cue ball hitting the 1 ball. That breaking 10 ball is absolutely deadly. He can come forward smoothly, never touching the 9. So, if I finished the sentence, I was going to say, or he could stun it, which is more of his stroke. Could have bumped the 9, still had the shot in the 5. We're talking minor differences here, but his stun stroke is way more accurate than that slow roll stroke. Also, he's probably going to tuck the cue ball here and hand the 5. It does have a straight bank at it. Could draw it straight back, go for a bank shot with position and a possible safety, which he does. Ended up with the safety, but that was the correct shot instead of the all-out safety. Jayson has let's go to the side rail. Coming out of that pretty good. I would have preferred to kick to the end rail, side rail, with some speed, trying to get the cue ball down to the end rail. Shot lays pretty good. For a straight foul, the cue ball might be going towards the 6 ball though. Let's see how close he comes to the 6. Missed the 6 by a mile, but unfortunately, it's because he hit the 2 ball too full. Nice little shot there from Jayson. This is a very tough shot to get safe off. You have to hit the bottom side of the 2, but not too much to bank it past the 9. Very full. Just gonna leave a shot. Jayson's in the game. Very unusual. I don't ever think he's gonna miss. Good shot. I actually like to hit with inside. I can pocket it more than center ball. Nelson just rolled it, cinching the 2 ball. Thank you, dear. It's a pretty good shot. It looked a lot easier than it was. I'm just going to make it 6 from the side pocket. Slow outside spin to get straight in the 2. Straight in on the 8, sorry. Didn't like hitting it too soft. Didn't want to bump the 8, but I like the speed that he chose. should get in the match. Should be able to make this 2-1. Good shot. Good shot by Nelson. 2-1. Match not start. Oh, fantastically. But I'm sure it will end fantastically. Corner ball hits high. Nelson comes out dry. Doesn't leave too much. A lot of options. Nelson has to look over here. Looks like he's going to hit the left side of the one ball, bring the cue ball straight at the 9. The one ball might hang up, but he's going to hit it full. Not a bad shot. Jayson's going to just tap this. Yeah, he tapped it, Joe. Two-rail kicking stick. Very nice shot by Jayson Shaw. Jayson winning the safety battle there. Getting the first shot. I believe the 3-8 the lead goes. Position on the 3. Now let's play position on the 3 in the side, or possibly the opposite corner. A little harder with it on the side. Just looking at the corner. The kid's a shooter, ladies and gentlemen. He is a shooter. Nope, looking at the side now. He's got it. One tough shot to get, or another tough shot. He doesn't fear these. If he wasn't elevated at all, I'd say he was a big favorite to make it. But at this speed right there, that's one of the worst shots I've ever seen him hit. A little bit of elevation did him in there. Doesn't leave much. Look at this one. I don't think that goes on the side. Let you watch it. Jayson making a very nice shot on that last four ball. And a little annoyed at his previous miss. Just going to stay in the lead. 3-1. Scores 3-1. Jayson Shaw over Nelson Oliveira. Please excuse my breaks. The man has to eat. Crushes the break. One ball is going straight back though. Too much topspin on the one. Climb ball went right in the hole. Plus another ball. Breaks two in the break. No shot in the one. Just playing the one ball off the back of the floor. With position, with safety. Let's take a peek. Overhead shows us Wilson can get in there. By the 5 and the 7. I think he should throw it with a rather slow speed and just leave the cue ball on the upper side rail. No, see? Overhead is lying to me. Just elevate to make this shot. Three to one. Jayson Shaw. Nelson Oliveira. Going for the two-rail Z-type kick. Very tough kick to judge. Shortened it up by hitting the cue ball too low. Key shot here is going to be position from the 2 to the 4 ball. Let's see how he does. Not too often, your first shot with ball in hands behind the back. He's going to bring the cue ball right back to where it is now. Just missing the 5 ball. I wanted to go with a thinner hit in the 2 ball. Bring the cue ball all the way down. Cut it real fat. It just goes to show you, tables aren't always as easy as they look. 2 to 4 was a little tricky, even for a world-class player with ball in hand on the one. I don't think this one's going to roll off. Up the 9 ball. And there are no problems in this one. Just going to give you a second and you watch how he lines up. And it's going to make the score 4-1. Jayson Shaw over Oliveira. The winner of this will play Mike Shane in the finals. Mike is undefeated, so whoever gets there is going to have to beat him 2 sets. Snookers have a couple of good events on the schedule. Labor Day weekend, we're reviving the Eastern States 9-ball championship. Budweiser Classic starts having qualifiers every Saturday starting June 14th. In case you want to check out another stream, Upstate Al's over at Gotham City. Full field, $3,000 added. Right here we have Jayson Shaw playing Oliveira for a spot in the finals. Fires the corner ball in. One ball goes fairly straight back towards the corner. Not only was that forward with high inside, it was a stun forward to change the angle slightly. Smooth shot when it worked out there. Now he's a little flat. He's a little flat on this ball. He's going to use the same stun follow with inside that he just used previously. Got a very nice roll there. Two firm stun shots with a touch of inside. Everything else piece of a cake. And one little roll. And a nice 60-second rack from Jayson Shaw, making the score 5-1. Apologize for the dead air. Just don't want to chew in your ear. Scores 5-1. Jayson has it flipped over. There goes the flip. He's been crushing the break. I mean, he's hitting his ball. This would be a devastating 10-ball break. That time the corner ball didn't cooperate, but the 4-ball did go on the side. He's going to have a shot in the 1. 3-6 tied up. Let's see what he's got. Very tough to break up 3-6. Can't do it with the 1. Can't do it with 2. He has to come up with a way to win this rack. He decided defense was the way to try to win the rack. Didn't quite get the outcome he was hoping for. But there were no good options there. The 7-ball was blocking the path from the 2 down to the 3-6 and the 8-ball too. That was Nelson. Some kind of shot on the 9-ball here. Might be okay. The worst thing that could happen would be a scratch, or you break up in the 3-6. He went for it. And he's going to leave Jayson. Oh. Almost a possibility for the same type of flyer. Didn't quite get him. This rack could take a little while here. I think Nelson can put him behind the 5. Even if somebody gets ball in hand on this 1. I think Jayson's going to make this one. Nice 2-rail kick. Very close. Cue ball behind the 9. Cue ball behind the 3-6. He went up to me. He's looking to bump into that. Would have been a great shot. I think Nelson Jayson can see the 1 ball. Still a big problem. Very touchy situation. Ball in hand here would solve the problem. You could hit the 1 ball thing, maybe up the 6 on the way out, still get shape on the 2. Nelson should think about putting the 2-ball 7 on the 2. I'm not sure if I like this. Kick could open up the 3-6. Great shot by Nelson. And we'll try it again. It's very possible to hit the left side of the 2-ball. Bring the cue ball up towards the 3-6. Only bad part. Look at this. I think Jayson's going to try to pocket his ball in the lower left-hand corner pocket, sending the cue ball on the 3 rails right towards the 3-6. Yeah, he's not doing it like that, but yeah, that was a shot he's trying. And here we go. You never know what's going to happen with this game. You have 5, 8, 6 all in the same rail. Looks like he's going to be able to hit the bottom side of this 2-ball and kick it out of there. Hit it a little thinner than he would have liked. A lot of distance, but no hook. Jayson going right down. Playing the 9-ball. He's going to leave Nelson alone. 2-ball with the shot at the money right after this. He's going to load quick for Nelson on this. Look at this. Ooh, I thought he was going to hit the inside. For Nelson, he didn't approach that shot right. If he really, really, really wanted to make that ball, I know how he gets down on it. That one, he kind of just fell down on it. What an ugly wreck. Pretty good effort there by Nelson. And this rack keeps getting grosser and grosser. I think he's going to lose the rack with the shot here. Okay. I thought he was going to break out. Ooh, he hits that too. It's going to break it up. Nelson's got ball in the hand with not much to do. I don't know if he can slide the... I don't think he can slide the 2 by the 5. He's going to have to leave the 2-ball there. Send the cue ball by the 3 over towards the 7. That's going to be the shot he ends up shooting. If it gets behind the 7, it's going to be an almost impossible hit. If he leaves doesn't get it behind the 7, Jayson's going to go on the soft 1-rail kick. Yep, I think he might have even left him a piece. Yep, soft 1-rail kick coming up. It's too soft yet. Same shot coming up by Nelson. See, now this time, Nelson doesn't have to do the same shot. He could just put the 2-ball a little bit more into the rail and the cue ball right next to the 5. It's almost an impossible hit. Very tough to execute, just nudging that 2-ball. I think he's going to go for the same shot. If he cuts off the end rail, Jay's going to be in a lot of trouble. He didn't cut off the end rail. Came closer that time. Jayson is going to put a little bit more pace, but he's going to make the hit on this. And steal the game back. He was on 2 fouls there too. Nelson's going to try to spin it 2 rails tight. Can you go that tight, Nelly? Sure can. Score's 5-1. And looks like we're finally going to get through this brutal rack. Man, was that ugly or what? Perfectly normal in 3 to get underneath the 5. That was like running to a 9-ball match. As soon as you get done with your 1-pocket match, Diana let it stroke out, taking the lead 6-1. Nelson had control. Had to play a little bit better safe when he had the ball in hand. I need some help from you people in the chat. I need you to spread around the American Billiard Club, AmericanBilliardClub.com. Okay, we're trying to start a tour for the whole country, 15-ball rotation, non-handicap. We're trying to create a product, unite 64 of the better billiard rooms and 500 of the better players. You can be at any level to participate, but there is no handicap. But we're trying to create a product for the industry. And we're trying to reduce the expenses for the players because that's what kills all higher level players, pro players, and even the aspiring players. It's kind of like a qualifying system where you play locally, and if you qualify for the nationals, the trip is short, sweet, and paid for. And Jayson going all in for the bank shot, still wants to shoot. And Jayson knows how deadly Nelson can be. I told you earlier, Jayson had Nelson 3-0 last night. Nelson kicked in a 1-ball and then run 4 more racks on top of it. Match ended up going 7-7 before Nelson faltered by missing an 8-ball. A few baseball swings with the cue stick. Luckily, he didn't hit anything. Oh boy. Even though Nelson's playing very well for not been playing, pool can be very draining mentally. And it looks like it's wearing on Nelson a little bit. Jayson's playing both balls here in position. Made both balls, wasn't quite playing the position. That shot, you don't see that come up too often, do you? Yeah, the American Billiard Club. Please visit that website, spread that website around. AmericanBilliardClub.com. Trying to form product that's worthy of attention and sponsorship. We already have some connections outside the industry that tell us yes. If you have 64 United Rooms with 500 of the best players, we're definitely interested. The only thing holding us back right now is the players themselves. We built it for the higher level players. They're not used to committing. They're not used to the structure. But slowly but surely, many of them are starting to see the benefit. Tremendous break by Jayson Shaw, making 3 balls, screaming on the 1. He's going to have to do a little something extra to get the cue ball out of there. He has the lead in that 7-1. But please, AmericanBilliardClub.com, play an American rotation. Check both of those out. Just needs to be a little bit more careful. You know, it's the only weakness. Jayson starts going well. It just goes too well. And a mistake that he shouldn't make just pops up. Nelson just has not been able to make him pay for it. He is looking a little tired. A little Portuguese pit bull here. Still showing patience, though. So that's a good sign. Well, I'm sure Nelson's going to steal another one to make it 7-2. Whoever wins this match is going to the finals against Mike DeShane. We'll have to defeat him 2 races to 9. Josh Tiller has always been true double elimination. 7-2, Jayson Shaw over Nelson Oliveira. We are at Snookers Providence, Rhode Island. Give you a quick tour of the room. Full bar, over 40 TVs, great for private parties. Area got a couple of areas to host private parties here at Snookers. That's the back pool room area, one tight table with some really good seating around it. Back here's the tournament room where we're at now. Table 1's a little tighter than the other 7 tables. We're home to the New England Hall of Fame. 7-2, Nelson breaking. Does not make the corner ball. And ball moved out of the racket area. Looks like Jayson can do exactly what he just did there. So, I'll tell you, I hope we get our act together, get some unity in this sport, because both of these players are right in front of us with big money on the line. We'd see much more intensity, definitely a little higher level of play. Don't want to downgrade their level of play right now, but I would love to see them playing big dollar matches under the lights, a lot of pressure. We'd see some great food, and hopefully we'll get that soon. We got to start trying anyway. I'm not sure what he has here. He's down there crouched, looking at the 1-8 possibility. Just caught the 9 on the way in. I don't think. Oh, if Nelson can see it, even a sliver of the 1, he'll make the 8. If not, it's going to. Yeah, he can see a sliver. One ball's going to be coming. Hopefully, it doesn't hit the opposite side of the 9. If he hits it too thin, he could get hooked. Little speed, he won't get hooked. I think you can tuck the cue ball right there. Alright, so we'll have you want to go a little bit forward there. Freeze him on the 9. One round kick. Hit the short side. And let's look at the table. Everything leads to everything else pretty nicely. Just has to make sure it gets a good angle on the 4 to the 5. There's a lot of room for error, but still good time to bear down and make the rack as easy as possible. You can go forward with inside like that. Could have went outside to the end rail. Give it a little more angle than he wanted here. Slow roll this, keep the ball on the spot. Let it stroke out, go cross table, nice shot. Got that spot, that's not how I predicted. One rail, a little bit of half a tip outside. Short guy can't reach this one. Can't even reach the left hand, I don't think. It's going to be patient. Go for the extension. Just a little bit more careful or tentative. Last time we used the extension, we had an error. We overhit a shot. This to make it 7-3. Just takes one good break and one good shot in the one ball to change some momentum in this match. Nelson having a tough time freezing him up, but he's being patient. Wants to give himself a nice tight rack. He wants to break and run out here. 7-3. He has to do his best to keep Jayson off the hill. Get to 6 games as soon as possible. As soon as he gets to 6 games, he knows anybody can win the set from there. 8 balls on the wing coming straight at us. Kind of went across the top of the 1 ball, so the 8 ball hit high. It's going to leave Jayson a nice shot at the 1 with the ability to play position on the 2. This might be the key shot in the rack. He gets a good angle on the 2 that lets him get to the 3. When he gets to the 3, he wants to be a little bit below the spot. Oh, that's going to work out pretty good for him. Wish I had a telestrator. It's going to go. Maybe it's thinner than I think. Or I thought. I thought he could just draw it straight down. Oops. Nelson's got to love this. No problems. Tough hit. Jayson's going to need some help. Missed the 3 ball. Nelson's got 3. Draw straight back for the 4. Not much work to do. Stay in line. That's the work. It's going to be stretching out again. I feel your pain, brother. Yeah, I should never say not much work. Even when it's easy, staying in line is a lot of work. He has to punch this. Throw it back, let it bottom outside to miss the line. It's pretty perfect right there. Really surprised me with that choice. Thought he was going to come out and get a different angle. I should draw this like below the side. Really could have cost us here. I say us like I'm in the battle. I'm with them. But I like his choice position there from 8 to 9, especially when he couldn't get anything he wanted to. It's going to make it 7-4. Score 7-4. Jayson Shaw over Nelson Oliveira. This has been crushing him. Jayson has been crushing him also. But neither guy didn't get the corner ball very often. Hello, Johnny Cash. The radio. I hope I don't break out, start singing to you. Looks like he's playing safe. What a terrible shot. What is he thinking? Okay. Key shot. 3 to the 4. Yet again. 4 balls on the end rail here. 3 balls up upper left-hand side of the table as you're looking at the monitor now. I think he can draw back really close to the 4 ball here. That's really close. Coming out of that one. Pretty good, Millie. Went about 6 inches too far there. It's going to be okay. We didn't get him. He was dead straight inside on the 6. Probably stopped the cue ball right in front of the side pocket. Into the rail. Straight in on the 7. I still don't know what Jayson was doing with that first shot. This to make it 7-5 in favor of Jayson. Good check. Eastern States 9-ball championship, Labor Day weekend. Get out your smartphone, mark that down. Budweiser Classic, qualifiers starting June 14th. Next week we're going to have the American Rotation Regional Playoffs, the New England Playoffs here at Snookers next Sunday. I didn't think about that. I'll be back in the booth. I'm not playing. Jason's going to take a little break. I'm going to break with him. Try to finish this burger. Barely give me enough time. Score 7-5. And, Jason's missed too many balls in this set for his caliber of play. Nelson just hasn't been able to make them pay. The two great players banging heads in. I'm not feeling the intensity. And I know they're both champions and they both got killer instinct. Just hasn't come out yet. This could be a good shot. Green shot on the 2-ball. 2-ball kind of goes right through the 9-ball. It's going to hit it pretty full, I believe. Can't tell from this angle how full it's going to thin the 9 and go right through it. I think the 9 was distracting him there a little bit. Jason needed that cue ball to stop. I was going to say, even if you get a good hit, this is really, really tough. I hate when a lot of matches get decided by, and they don't quite often, but who misses the best. That's a bad shot, Nelly. Stretch with work. If he wasn't stretching, that shot would be a hanger. He made it look like a hanger anyways. Very nice shot. Oof. Working. Kind of let up on the stroke a little bit. Push through the 5-ball. Both guys either playing on the heels or the tippy toes. Nobody's digging in. This is going to be a soft draw with inside. No. Look at the table. Looks like you could easily cut it to his right. I look to the monitor, and it looks like you're supposed to cut it to the left. So cutting it to his left. Position felt funny. Great shot. Now he's going to feel a little heat here. Tough shot to pocket. And hold. No, he's much straighter than I thought. He should be able to hold it, no problem. Handled that shot very well. Late blood might start getting pumping. I've talked to Nelson a little bit between matches. Oh, 7-6. Anybody's ball game now. Doesn't matter who wins this next game. Anybody can win from here. And Nelson's been struggling. He's been getting headaches every single day, pretty severe. He's having it checked out right now. Hopefully he'll be okay. I haven't seen him in quite some time. Actually, he's the one that dragged me out of the house. Jerry Clowey's Heroes and Hearts charity tournament we had up in Boston. Obviously, I was going, but I had no intentions of playing until Nelson didn't have a partner. He's like, come on, guy. And we ended up winning. More thanks to him than me. But that was a good event that Jared put on for the Heroes and Heart. Everything except for the Boston parking, nothing. On the break, left, nothing. I got 2 parking tickets in one night. They told me after the first one, yeah, don't move your car now. You're okay. This was not a good push out. I believe Nelson can 3-rail the one around the table. Force foul the cue ball a little bit. It's not easy, but the shot is there. And that goes back to don't lose the game on a push, you know? This poor kid, I really like him, but he's only using a portion of his talent and ability, and that always kills me. Just imagine if he used it all. Everybody'd be in trouble. But he's young and he's learning. He'll get it. He has the right attitude. Uh-oh, no. Well, this one's going in drink position there. Ooh, double kiss 7. I'm not watching this hit. I don't know if he can back cut it without hitting the 9. Doesn't feel like calling the ref over. Go for the bank, safety, position shot. Well executed. Score 7-6. Jayson Shaw over Nelson Oliveira. Winner plays Mike DeShane in the finals. He's 2 straight here, but he's got room to play around. Good shot. I don't know if the 5 goes inside or he's going to draw this ball straight back. A little bit wrong. This is going to take a very good stroke. Has to be accurate. If you're an amateur player, everybody, they always overcut this, thinking about their cue ball, either going for the end rail or the side rail. Didn't quite get there, but then again, I think he did. He's going to cut it in. Speed, natural speed for this. Wow. Okay. That one, I can't blame all careless. He was in trouble after he made that nice shot down here. He got straight on the 3. He had to take what he could get. Nelson again, not making him pay. Oh my God, this is my worst shot in history right here. He's got about less than an inch between the cue ball and the 8 ball. Did what he could. And again, I don't like the way Nelson fell into this one. If he really wants to make it, he usually backs off the shot and creeps into it a little bit. 7-7, the crowd's liking it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we're at one point we might have been at 7-2, or at least 6-2. Now we got a battle. Snookers Providence, Rhode Island, ladies and gentlemen. Nelson Oliveira, Jayson Shaw, race to 9, score 7-7. Nelson's breaking anybody's game. They've both been breaking very well as far as how hard they're hitting it, scoring the cue ball in the middle, but they're just not making the corner ball like that. And I know he put some cut on that one. Corner ball went in. He's going to have a shot at the one. Let's look at the overhead. It's going to come around 2 rails really short. Hit the 3rd rail. Cue ball will come to rest. And the 4 ball is right in the path now. Really short. Yeah, he's 2 rails to his left. Now the 4 ball is right in that path. You might have to do something different. Went really long, trying to avoid the 4 ball, and that cost him a lot. Yeah, I mean, he showed me where he wanted to get, but it wasn't that easy. If the 4 ball wasn't there, the shot was really easy. I didn't see. I think you can see a piece of it too. Well, if you want to get really safe, send the cue ball down then past the 4-7. Just gotta be careful. You have to hit this really thin to the point where you risk missing the ball. Great cue ball, Nelson. Hit the 2 ball a little fuller than he wanted to. But he played the cue ball so well, he's not paying the price. Jason's not hesitating, going right to the 2 rail kick. Hits it very full. There's a shot on the 2. And it looks like Nelson can draw this cue ball back past the 7. 4 ball might come into play on this year. Right by the 4 into the 6. And a good angle on the 4 will suit him well to get on the hill first. I love those type of shots. Firm, stun, a little bit of draw. He's okay. This is about a 35-degree backwards cut. Get familiar with these shots. He's going to be coming into a perfect angle on the 6. He hit that a little rough, overcut the 5, so the cue ball came a little further. Now, instead of going cross table, probably going to throw the ball straight back. Punched it, tried to go cross table. You can slow spin this, let your cue ball go 2 rails. You can pinch draw it, let your cue ball go 2 rails. You can just cinch it. Looks like he's coming up high. 2 rails, but just a little bit of outside. He went more center ball. I don't like going over there. But he wanted to make sure he made the 7 ball. He almost came with the Ray Mac scratch. Ray, you listening? Almost came with the Ray Mac scratch. 8-7, Nelson Oliveira over Jayson Shaw. And the local crowd likes it. Winner of this plays Mike Shane. Scores 8-7. Very interesting. Jayson almost, gives me the feeling a little disinterested. I know he wants to, but it's almost a boredom fact, which is hard to believe, I know. 8-7. Nelson over breaking against Jayson Shaw. He did make the corner ball last time. Not this time, but man, how you like that cue ball? He makes 2 late balls, a 4 ball and a 3 ball. Has a shot. That cue ball, how he just hit that? Man, did I hate fading that for years and years. You know, you don't see actually how great this kid can break. Because now, a lot of times he'll be cut break in playing the corner ball. Years ago. Oof. Keep just crushing the squat cue ball like that over and over and over. It's a tough thing to fade. I think he can slow spin this, hold the cue ball with a lot of inside. Just keep it on that side of the table. This would be the shot to tell if he gets it all the way out. He's going to draw it back somehow, get a shot. I think on the 6 in the side pocket. Boom, boom, boom. Now we're just going to roll this in. Might just stop it there. Keep a nice angle to go around the 8. All right, went a little forward. If he stopped it, he could have went 2 rails above the 8 where the cue ball is right now. He might be playing the 8 in the side. Or might be coming 1 rail up to the middle of the table. Might be. 8 in the side. Not. Oh boy. Put himself in a bad position here. Yeah. Should have stopped on the 6. Took a little bit more angle on the 7. Now he's going to shoot this 8 in the side. I'm shooting it in the corner. Don't shoot it in the side. Just throw it back 2 or 3 inches. Struck it well. Cue ball stuck to the 8 ball just a hair. Almost like if that was slow speed it would have skidded. And this for the win. Wicket 5 here at Snookers Providence Joss. Absolutely loves it. Nelson way down in the match. Comes back to win 9-7. So he'll be playing Mike DeShane in the finals. Hopefully he'll be a little bit more pumped up for it. I'm going to take 5. Mike's going to sell some raffle tickets.